Is it just me, or does it seem that there's an awful lot of blame shifting in the religious circles? It's something we kind of alluded to in our latest episode of the Danny Can podcast, when we're in there talking about Valentine's Day, which morphed into a conversation about purity culture and all the trauma and shame and guilt that brings on, and all the packaging that you have to work through after you deconstruct. And in this, we started talking about where the blame gets assigned and how it's assigned so early in youth. And then Candy made a pretty interesting point on this. We were discussing, if two 15-year-olds were to have premarital relations, what would happen and how the blame would become assigned. And we kind of did realize that probably about a lion's share of the blame would go to the 15-year-old girl, because this is the boy's DNA. This is how he's programmed. This is how he's supposed to wire. And that's how he operates in the world. So what was she wearing? What was she doing? How was she acting? She probably did something to trigger this, and he was just acting out of his natural desires and the way he's supposed to be in this world, which is in and of itself disgusting, and just trains these young men to not take responsibility for any of their actions. But then we started discussing an interesting point, and I want to think about and ask what your opinions would be. What happens when that 15-year-old girl's still in that situation, but it's the 50-year-old pastor or 50-year-old staffer at the church that's having the extramarital relations? I've seen a lot of examples and heard of a lot of examples where, she was coming on to him. She was a temptress, a Jezebel. She was 15. He's supposed to be the one to decipher, not giving him excuses that this is his DNA. This is how he's supposed to act and operate in this world. But they allow this. And I've seen them come around and lift the pastor up in prayer to forgive him of his sins. The devil's testing him harder than anyone else. And you couldn't handle the burdens he has to on a daily basis. So of course, he's going to give in to the flesh every now and then. It's no excuse. But with this mindset, and where these people usually support, it's no wonder that they're defending people that are in the Epstein files and trying to claim that they're not the issue here. Because they have a culture of shifting blame on the people that need to be protected.